Hello, my fellow comic geeks. This video is going to be on Spawn and what is Spawn's first appearance in comics. Um, if you're a Spawn collector, and the character is kind of cool. He comes from, man reborn from hell and having all these cool powers and stuff. You, you, if you're like me and love the character as much as I do, it's kind of disappointing the first appearance. Like, I'll show you the first appearance that everyone will recognize as the first Spawn comic, which is this one. I bought this way back when it first came out. I paid $10 at the time. This is back in the 90s. And it was like, it was like a hot comic. And, that was during the 90s spec time where comics were just ballooning in prices. And it was just kind of it was the hot comic. Everyone had to have it. Todd McFarlane was the hottest artist at the time, and everybody wanted to get not just to Spawn, but they wanted to get any of the artwork that he produced, like in Hulk and Spider-Man and Batman. All these things, they were trying to find his artwork. And the problem was when Spawn came out, they made like 1,000,000 copies of it. It was like a very well produced comic in terms of just the sheer number. So, I mean, even today, you can buy a raw copy of Spawn #1 for maybe $15, $20. It's not that expensive. It's kind of sad. So a true collector is like, well, gee, I want something that's a little bit more of an investment, you know, and so they search for earlier first appearances. And that led to people finding out that there was this comic, Malibu Sun #13. Now, this is considered to be the first cover appearance of Spawn. And it'll say actually Spawn cover, centerfold, and back pinup predates Spawn #1. So this actually came out before Spawn #1, and it came out in May 1992. So Spawn came out later that year. It came out like a week or two later. It was still in May. So this is like the first cover and maybe first appearance of Spawn. And this one, most people recognize this as being the first appearance of Spawn. You can actually see on the back, really nice Spawn. Oops, put it down. Spawn back cover, and really nice front cover of Spawn. And a lot of people consider this to be the first appearance, but is it? Now, so people kept on searching. Now, this one is a very expensive book. This goes for, like, I bought it in 8.5. I paid a couple $100. A 9.8, you're looking like $500-600 for a 9.8. So it's a very hard to find and hard to find a high grade comic. And it's really just a preview comic. It was meant to be, previewing comics that were coming up. So this one it's a pretty hard comic to find. Now, but it's not actually the first appearance of Spawn. And the credit goes to this one. So what happened was, in order to promote Spawn, Todd McFarlane actually ran a full-page ad in Rust #1. And this is a copy of Rust #1. And this actually came out in April 1992. So 1 month before Malibu Sun and before the actual Spawn #1. So this is actually the first appearance of Spawn in comics, and it's an ad. It's a full page ad, and it's I wish I could open it up and take a look, but it's a full page ad of Spawn. So this is actually the first appearance of Spawn, and this is actually a fairly inexpensive book to get. You can probably get a high grade for maybe $100-150. So it's one that is potentially going to heat up in the future as more people learn that this is actually the first appearance of Spawn. So I hope you enjoyed this video. This is like a little short video. about what is the first true appearance of Spawn. And if you're a comic collector like I am, and you're geeky about comics, you might want to check out my other videos. And please give this video a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm going to try to put out these videos more often. I have a lot of cool keys that I'm going to be talking about, and I'd like to talk about some characters within comics and, everything comics. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye.